Hey y'all, welcome back to the Burner Page. Go ahead and tap in, get this tea. This your girl Trial and Error, and of course we have
Sincerely Me Bree.
And we're coming with the video for this new show that I picked up called Belle Collective that Carlos Ken is producing. It's pretty much about 5 women from Jackson, Mississippi. They're 5 wealthy women, that is, because I don't know what they consider rich, okay? So I'm just going to use the word wealthy because their rich is not my rich, and my rich may not be their rich. But the season premieres January 15th, but they did a pre-premiere on the Oprah Winfrey Network. And I caught that, and we just wanted to do a review on it, and I think it's going to be a great show. But we're going to hop right on in, and we're going to do a introduction of the ladies.
Right.
And would you like to start out?
We got Letitia, we got Latrice, we got Marie, we got Tambra, and we got Antoinette. So you want to go ahead and start with Tambra?
Okay. I don't want to make this sound bad.
That part.
I don't want to make this sound bad because they really didn't give us enough of her. Okay. However, the only thing I can tell you is Tambra is single. She's a radio personality. And she want to own her own radio station. And that's it. So they really didn't give us much of her. Only thing that's it.
Yeah,
that's how they gave us.
Let me reel my cousin back because she ain't gonna say what she want to say, and I'd rather her not. We're gonna keep it there. We're gonna keep it cute, okay?
So listen, we're gonna wait until later on in the season and see what more they give us from her. Okay.
Her thoughts are basically mine. All I can say is I did like how they brought in. She had the interview with the mayor, and they were talking about getting that Confederate flag taken down. For a fresh new start, because that's what this whole thing is about, a fresh new turnaround, and women empowerment is what it's supposed to be about anyway.
Man, that mayor, edge up. I'm just going to speak on the edge of.
You know what? Just you better stop, because you know somebody could be pocket watching, and all the others are not pocket watching. See, I'm one of yours. It's not pocket watching.
What is that?
Into my ear. I said pocket watching. What is that? I was pocket watching on this whole show.
Girl. Pocket watching, really?
Look, I meant ear hustling. I might have to cut that out. And we're back. Okay, we're back. Now we got to go ahead and get on. What was next? It was Letitia, Mercy and Grace. Letitia, what are your thoughts on her?
Okay, so Letitia. She basically said that she was the CEO of the National Women's Brunch Organization. So there's supposed to be like a women empowerment group to uplift each other and talk about, I guess, how they're gonna keep the money flowing in and things like that. She married to somebody named Glenn. He's on the road a lot. Will he do some tugboats?
He's a towboater. I'm not
whatever that is.
What that is.
I'm not sure what it is, but he's gone most of the time. And she also wants to rebuild downtown Jackson, Mississippi.
Parish Street.
Yeah, she said Parish Street or Parish Street.
Parish Street. So basically, It used to be a black-owned street. Give me the mind of how it is, like the French Quarters, possibly. But I know it's not just black people, but it was a whole bunch of successful black businesses all up and down there. We had because I never lived there. You get what I'm saying? The doctors, offices, black owned everything. And I get where she was going with that. And business-wise, how her mind is set up and her all-around aura, I will say I loved her, and she followed through so far for this episode. She followed through.
She was team too much for me. She's over the top. I can only take her, like, you're going to have to give me her in a dose.
I think she's a pick-me-up person, though. I think that she's a person that wants everybody to be happy around her regardless.
Yeah, she's over the top. She's over the top.
Yeah,
She may grow on me though. I don't
I think she
dislike
will.
her. I don't dislike her, but I'm like, girl, you be feeding me too much at one time.
No, you remember? Okay, so we watched this together, y'all. If y'all don't know, we're literally in different countries, and this is my road dog. So we had to watch this together, and she brought up a good point that because I know she's gonna forget. Everybody sound like Letitia Scott.
They do. So here's my thing. I'm hoping that I don't sound like them because I'm from down south too.
The same place though.
Yeah, like Letitia Scott. Well, we from the same city.
Right.
Like she from Bessemer, Alabama. I'm from Bessemer, Alabama. So I'm almost wondering, do I sound like them when I'm talking? Like,
my fault again.
Yes. So I was wondering, like, when I talk, do I sound like that? Because when I hear somebody else talk that sound like that, I know they're not slow, but I'm sure I sound like that. But it's just the accent.
First off, no, you don't. Well, maybe, you know what? So I didn't recognize Letitia's accent from, what was it? It's not Married to Medicine. Did I really say that? No, I said Love and Marriage Huntsville, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't notice her accent until her mom came in. I know that sounds like really bad, but her mom's accent is so thick, and it just brought me back home now. We're from the same area, but I moved so much, so like I'm a little mixed up. But my cousins sound normal to me. Letitia sounded normal to me until her mom came into play, is what I'm trying to say. Because her Marcel, he don't sound like he from the same area as her.
He's not. They're from Michigan or something like that.
Okay, that makes sense. I didn't know that. He definitely don't sound like they're from the same place. And then why am I starting to talk about that? Let me stop, get off track. Let's get back on. So, she wanted to build back up Fair Street. She talking to her man, and he's not at home. I hope he's not like Pastor Jamal and living in the phone. No shade. We just came out of a thick one with that show. Okay.
But listen.
Go ahead.
What I'm getting from their conversation on the phone, he may be a cheater. He may be a cheater.
Company eater.
I'll wait to see how the season play out. But right now, my first impression is he may be a cheater based on their conversation. So I don't know now.
Y'all should have took them notes. I don't know, ladies from Belle Collective. If y'all did not watch I keep bringing them up. Real Housewives of Potomac. Don't be like Giselle and sit there and put out your man business in the beginning, and then you don't want us to forget later. No.
Don't renege now. Don't renege now.
Then I just want to insert this. I'm gonna add this to the video right up in here in this area. If you did not watch our last review of part 3 of the Real Housewives Potomac reunion, make sure you go watch it. Just click that link after you finish this, okay? I might drop it in the bottom too. It might come at the end too. It'll be in here. So now we got to go on to Latrice.
That might be my favorite.
Can I introduce her? Can I please introduce her?
Oh, go ahead, girl.
That's my girl. We here, okay? First off, so much to relate to, and somebody else had you messed up, but I was right here. I had your back through the screen, girl. Anyway, she's a boss babe, okay? She owns Goddess Lens Virgin Hair Company, okay? And she was founded in a mall. I guess she had a contract with the mall, in one mall, with her vending machine, and it blew up because the mall CEO, whatever the case may be, manager, whatever he was, caught her on video and sent it to his CEO, and she was all over the U.S. now with her vending machines in all these malls. Okay, she's a boss. Okay, and my negative, not so negative, because it's not her. It's just a part of her. It's Cliff, her husband. He seems very controlling. Don't like the energy, and I don't like when he called her fake. Okay, just don't like it. And she don't like fake women, so she don't want to be around all these people that's going to be fake. She wants to be around real boss babes. Okay, that part. What do you think?
He came off as controlling. He did, and it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. we can tell that he's much older than her.
Mm-hmm.
So what normally happens in those particular situations, instead of them being the man, they come off as being dad. So he kind of rubbed me the wrong way, but he may continue to rub me the wrong way, just looking at the future scenes or whatever. But for the most part, I love her business mind. She's all about the money.
That bad. And quality.
Yeah, and quality, and I mean, so far I feel like I can rock with her. I feel like I'm gonna like her. I really do. I like her personality.
Unlike her husband, I don't think she comes off as fake. I think she's business minded and she one track minded when it comes to her business and her bag. And he don't like.
Let me speak on that. Dude, you know we family. I ain't saying be fake, but you gonna have a filter when it comes to embarrassing me. Like, don't play with me. We may have to set it off right then and there. Why we filming? Like, I wouldn't have responded so pleasantly like that. It would have went left. Don't do me.
Forgot that we was filming. I
forgot to respect you on this camera. But I'm really bad.
That's hard.
I'm really bad.
I just don't like how he talked to her. But outside of that, she's everything so far.
Yeah.
She's everything. All right. So next up, we have Marie Hampton. Apps. Whatever her last name is. I don't know what her other last name is.
Girl, I called the first name. I ain't even trying to get their last name. It's hard enough remembering first name basis, okay? But listen. So Marie, she's a CEO of a mental health facility. Mm-hmm. She wants to branch out and go into substance abuse, inspired by her mom. I guess her mom was a substance abuser, so she wanted to branch off into that area. I know she's gonna be successful in it because her mental health establishment blossomed tremendously. Right. I think she said she had 3 kids and some grandkids, right? Mm. And she got a husband named Cedric. Now Cedric, it looked like her and Cedric got problems, okay? Right. And it looked like her
marriage. Only 3 years of marriage now. I don't know how long they've been together, but only 3 years of marriage, and they really like.
I'm gonna tell you, Cedric and Marie got problems because I think Marie keep on throwing her weight around with her being rich. She keep having she done said that quite a few times in the show that she rich, and I think they bumping heads with that. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure she's the one bringing in the bag. Like if her income is more than his, but I can see them bumping heads with that because I think she's kind of strong with the money.
Especially how she was talking to him. It's almost like she's talking down on him in the preview of the next episode. So she put it out there loud and proud, and I'm proud of her. I applaud accolades all day, especially when you're as established as she is and what she's going into business with. Now, she said she's the first Black woman to provide mental health services for kids, adults, the youth, all that in Jackson, Mississippi. I don't know if it's just whole state or just Jackson, Mississippi. And my thing about it is, she also said she's working on her PhD. So you're more than educated. Like, it's not a little bit. You said your mom had went through substance abuse as well. She had a particular situation where she talked about Latrice's hair, and I have to go in.
Wait a minute. Gotta stop right there.
Well, okay, we'll get to that when we talk about the brunch or whatever they did. But the point is, the way she treated her, it does not coincide with her approach and what her business mind is supposed to be in the services she's offering to other people.
Her profession.
Right. You're trying to tear down somebody else, yet this is your business. You're supposed to be building people up, helping them build character on their own and esteem, and you're trying to tear somebody else down. I'm not even going to get all the way into that. She's working on also opening up more facilities, which I applaud her on, especially if you're actually offering that help that many Black people need. And sometimes we need that third party of a person to not judge us or someone that doesn't know us, to just listen sometimes and then help us sort our issues. So I applaud her on her business. That's about it. So next we had up Antoinette. She's the last one. What are your thoughts?
Antoinette, I mean, I'm proud of her. I'm proud of all of them. You know, they're doing great things to be Black women in a small community in the country, because they're in the country, okay? Mississippi is the country. I'm shocked. I didn't even know that what we seen on the show, Mississippi had. Okay.
I didn't want to say it, but you know what? People think the same thing about Alabama. And we know that they have a lot going on down there too, but nobody will ever see it.
I'm exactly grateful. You're right about that.
Huntsville, their show. That's why I was kind of grateful for that, but all the drama kind of still overshadowed those qualities that we do have there. So she's into dental health. She graduated 1 out of 4 Black women in her class. She was married for 7 years, but now she's newly divorced. She was in an interracial relationship. My cousin gonna have to speak on that, honey, because she got to speak on Mr. Ty, okay, the contractor. She's actually working on opening up her new facility, Mint Dental. It's a practice that she wants to open up on her own. That's right now she's at $500,000 to open this facility. And go ahead, I'm gonna let you go on.
So what I got from her, I don't dislike her. You know, first impression, I don't dislike her, but what she gave me is a sense of insecurities. Like, she's insecure with herself and she needs validation from other people. For her to make her feel better.
All around.
Now the one thing about it, now she was buying her lip with the contractor, like
Mr. Ty.
She into him, but I'm trying to I want to get a little bit more from her to see, like, as far as relationships and, you know what I'm saying, her preference. I want to see
you don't want to dig in on it too much because it's so soon. So we just got these quick interactions that happened between them. Letitia, she met up with Tamara. She wanted her to talk about bringing Fair Street back, but we're going to go ahead and pass that because that wasn't really significant. So we're going to jump into Antoinette and Latrice talking, and they met up at the Porsche dealership. What did you think about that interaction?
That's what made me come to my conclusion that she looks for validation from other people. Because you're saying, I want to get this Porsche, so when people see me, they think this or they see that. So that you wasn't doing it for you. Right. If I go buy me a car, I'm buying a car because I want a new car and I want it for me. I'm not worrying about the people on the outside looking at me inside this car driving. If that makes sense. It was
the divorce Porsche, the heartbreak gift. Man, I'm all for treating yourself here and there, but if you just was complaining about having it been over budget for your business that you're building and you're $500,000 in the hole right now, I wouldn't be at no Porsche dealership. And it's just like you're gonna pull up to the brunch and nobody was outside there. From my understanding, I didn't even see you pull up. They didn't even air it.
You didn't buy the car. She didn't buy the car. She was just window shopping for the car. She said she was going to keep looking. But it may have been done just for a scene, you know, to catch a scene for the show. I mean, no shade or nothing like that. Hey, we got to get some camera time. Now, it's no shade because I don't know what her bag looked like, but I'm sure if she wanted the Porsche she made, she could have got it. She a dentist. Now, I'm just
Shady boo.
no. That's what she said. I wouldn't have known she didn't buy the car. She said she wasn't gonna buy the car, and she was gonna keep her options open. But you know,
let's hope she
they had
don't tune into the burner line, because right now you just threw the whole tree and the leaves and the roots in her head. Okay, you
to
just
tap in, that girl.
don't tap in if you don't want to hear the real tea, because we don't sugarcoat nothing. Okay.
Right.
So I like that little friendship or whatever. Their dynamic, I can see them. They're a good matchup, but I really hope that they hold each other accountable. Something is telling me that they don't really hold each other accountable right now, but maybe further down the line. I'm not sure. It's still very early in the whole season. So next is what I was waiting on. Marie, prepping for this brunch. All the ladies are getting ready and they're just going through the camera footage or whatever of them getting their makeup done, their hair done, yada, yada, yada. And let's get to Marie. So she got this big old, I don't even know what to call it. I don't know if that's Italian, Spanish. It wasn't Southern Belle, the look at all. I don't know. Latrice was on point when she called her little Bo Peep, okay? It was not it. It was not hitting like she thought it did, okay? After it was not there. Then we get to this wig. And if you do hair, you know what you know when you saw this footage. So we look at the wig on the mannequin head. I observed the hell out of this because it bothered me how she just talked down on this lady's business. Now you bigged her up to tear her down. You gave her all these accolades and how people perceive her line just to tear her back down. You said you paid $600 for this hair. You got a wig constructed by one of her stylists in her shop. Now we know if you saw she had a shop on one side and then she got the store on the other side of the business place, whatever. She says that she got the wig constructed and we looking at the wig on the mannequin head. It looks like it had been washed and maybe just air dried or whatever the case may be. Now, when you got this wig constructed, I'm pretty sure you got it installed. I'm pretty sure
it looked like she blow dried it.
It looked like it's air dried to me. But the thing is, it wasn't when you know how I would say when you calm everything down, make sure it's like sleek when it's air drying. So it's less of a process when you're going through the straightening or curling or whatever the case might be afterwards. It looked like it's just sitting on the mannequin head and then air dried. And it's already been worn. You can tell because the lace is cut. It ain't like this no new wig you got. Something tells me you ruined your own wig after it was installed the right way. And I'm sorry, this is no shade to Latrice, but I really don't feel like that was her hair because the girl that was at the brunch with her, that both of their hair was fly. I really don't think that was her hair. I think that was some other BS that she didn't put out of the closet, some mop, because it was thin, it was see-through. So that also tell me you ain't bought enough bundles. $600 you alive. Why you saying you can buy it out and you can do that? Guess what? She could just restock. That was nothing but shade that you threw. I bet she won't be coming to your facility, but that's not here nor there. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead and get your analysis.
Yeah, I felt like prior to the brunch when she was preparing and getting ready, she had already had her mind up that she was going to be messy and bring this up at the brunch at the table.
That part.
And I just feel like when you say you're a business woman and you're professional or whatever, I just feel like that was not the place to do that at the table and tear down somebody else's business. Like, you had to know if you brought that up in front of people at the table and on camera, that would be damaging to her business. And that was your intention. Now, what we don't know is if anything happened behind the scenes with them prior to, if they had, you know what I'm saying, some type of disagreement or some type of run-in, because clearly Marie don't have a filter, Latrice don't have a filter.
Latrice
so
classy though. Now I'm not being biased about like if she really kept it classy, got up and removed herself.
But what I'm saying, neither one of those people had a problem with saying how they felt.
That part.
So they're outspoken. So that leads me to believe that they may have had some interaction prior to however long ago.
So what do you think about Latrice taking on the role as her PR, her personal PR?
That's a problem because I should not have to save you because you don't know how to act.
That part.
I'm not gonna keep having to do damage control. And I'm gonna need you to know how to act when you come to my event when it's supposed to be about women empowerment and we're talking about money. At the same time, we're speaking women empowerment, but you're tearing down the next woman sitting at the table with us because it's a time and a place for everything, and that should not have been handled at the table. I don't care what you overheard them talking about.
Right.
Because you overheard them talking about the hair or the weave.
You do that when you got there. You said it's the
right.
opportunity.
Because you already knew. So I just felt like that was very distasteful, and I don't want this to ruin how I may feel about you. Like,
right. Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry. I'm just being honest. It ruined it for me. I'm hoping that you turn it around because I'm really happy about your accomplishments and all that good stuff. But that ruined it for me because I don't play about nobody's brand and stuff like that. That's just disrespectful, especially a Black woman. And that's what y'all were there for. Black women empowerment. And y'all didn't even let her get to her point of talking about rebuilding Fair Street, making it the Black Mecca again that it was. You didn't even.
It was kind of weird. It was just kind of weird that how did you get a bad bundle, but nobody else had a bad bundle?
Like the girl was right there. Wasn't her hair laid?
It was. That was some beautiful hair.
Sorry, you got somebody else's hair because your junk was see through. Anyway, I'm trying to figure out who hair did you get because I really feel like you lied. Something's telling me that you lied. It just wasn't the same quality, especially when another person is there with the same quality. And I see all these other bundles, and every time she comes on, her quality is on point. It tells me you can't take care of no hair.
But when she caught her little Bo Peep,
wasn't it on point?
Who lost their sheep and didn't know where to find them.
I know where it was on her head. So to them,
I'm so happy she said that. I'm so happy she said that because when I see her walk in the room with that big ass hat and this ugly ass dress, I was thinking in my head, who does she look like? What does she look like? I couldn't put my finger on it. But when Latrice said Lil Bo Peep,
I said, where was the lie? Where was the lie?
That was the best read I done heard today.
That was on point. It wasn't even no read. That was just fast.
No, I'm saying she clapped back. That clap back was everything. And I'm telling you. Got
up gracefully, and her friends, it's time to go. You don't understand. I cannot wait till we be back together because this gonna be us all over again. I'm just telling you. The vibe. Now I don't agree with everything with Antoinette that much. I feel like she's gonna have to grow on me. How you feel about Letitia? This is my vibe for Antoinette. I think she's a beautiful person on the outside, but something's telling me something is off in here, and I just because the whole snickering and cattiness at the dinner table, the brunch table, I could tell something was a bit off with her, but I feel like I might like her down the line. We just got to kind of dig into her story a bit more.
She might be one of those people who think she's better than everybody. So that may be why she responds a certain way. You know how some people just think, I'm that girl. I'm that.
Like we know.
You know what I'm saying?
And like the world is owed to them.
Right. So that may be her. But again, it's too soon to really tell, but I can only go off first impressions. But what I will tell you is I do see that Letitia and Marie, they like that. Antoinette and Latrice, they like that. Can somebody tell me what Tambra come in?
Tambra
this whole thing?
Letitia are cool. I think she might be hosting a lot of these events that these ladies are having. Just this particular one she wasn't able to do. And I felt like she's probably gonna be the one that gets the word out, especially with the whole Fair Street
with the radio personality. But I just felt like they didn't give us enough of her, so we can form an opinion. But I really believe that this is gonna be a great show.
Very much so. I agree.
Anybody who say that all of these reality shows is like just based on drama, you have to be like real and open, like just be real. Like in everyday life, it's gonna be some drama. It's gonna be some confrontation. No matter how much money you have.
It's what you take from it, because I took business notes from this whole this one little thing. I took business notes, and we talking. Period. Okay, it's what you make of it. Now, I will say, like, I had to keep bringing them up. This last season of Real Housewives of Potomac was pure drama. It was a lingered deal. It wasn't even multiple.
For real, it wasn't even really drama. They just drug out one incident, so it wasn't really like drama.
That's what I said. It was drama. It was lingered. It was drawn out drama from the same altercation that made no sense. Nobody had storyline, so they lingered on drama. They could have.
Well, here's the thing. This was a breath of fresh air for me, because I was so tired of loving hip hop, New York and LA and Atlanta, and then I'm kind of burned out with the Real Housewives of Atlanta and all of that. So when Love and Marriage Huntsville came out, they gave me something else, some different people to see, some different people to learn, learn alike or whatever.
We actually do. But we don't want to hear about little things here and there. Like, it's almost like Black Ink Crew. How often do you see, I know you don't watch it later, but for those of you that watch, how often do you see the people on Black Ink Crew do a tattoo? Love and Hip Hop. How often do you see someone actually doing music that's not washed up? No offense. That's not washed up, or they're supposed to be coming out with some music and they just never do. Only person I understand actually come from that and do their thing was Cardi. Nobody need to say Kate Michelle, because she was doing music before that. Olivia, she dropped the ball. Jocelyn, I actually like some of her songs on her Jocelyn's Cabaret. Why we ain't did no reviews on that yet?
Had it come on yet?
Oh, did you tell me it's supposed to be coming on TV? I'm sorry, y'all.
It was supposed to be coming on I think off of One Network or WTV. One of those.
I low-key want to do a review of them auditions, because I ain't seen no reviews of that. And if you have not watched on Zeus Network, I know a lot of people like, I ain't paying for no app, but their show was worth it, especially season 1. It was a movie. Okay, it was.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
We can review season 1. We ain't got to do the auditions. Y'all drop it in the comments below and tell us what you think. If you heard about it but you haven't really watched and you want to know what you're getting yourself into before you actually pay for that particular subscription, we can definitely review that, because it was a good season. I don't mind.
It was definitely good. I can say that it was definitely good. And I think that the season of the Belle Collective, I think it's going to be a great season, because even though it's going to always be some drama, because a bunch of women together, we're going to bump heads because we got different personalities. You ain't going to talk to me like that. Oh, I know. Did you just say that to me? I mean, this is normal. Right. It's just normal with a group of women. It doesn't matter how much the amount of money don't matter.
Right.
You get some women in the room together, it's going to be some type of disagreement. But overall, I think it's going to be a great season. I really look forward to seeing everybody, and I hope nobody's husband is cheating, okay?
Right.
That was not shade. That was not shade. I am getting cheater vibes from Letitia's husband. I just felt like maybe he may have cheated before.
I mean, but it ain't got nothing to do with her. That's him, because she a boss, and watch her. I'm telling you, this is my future wishes for particularly Latrice. Maybe Letitia too. Y'all boss up so much that y'all can't even entertain shenanigans like that no more. Because Cliff gave me shenanigans vibes. Like, he just not that dude. And I'm not disrespecting your husband. I'm just trying to figure out, like, where do y'all mesh? I just don't see it for y'all. I feel like you can have
Cliff's giving me daddy vibes.
Sugar daddy vibes at one point, and now she don't need him. So he need to be careful.
Guess what that is?
He need to be careful.
Yeah.
Because she could boss up and have somebody way younger than you that look way better than you. Just saying, she can have what she wants because she's.
They look like Cliff looked pretty good back in his day.
Back in his day, this is today.
Who your shady? Because that was shady.
No, that was facts.
Well, let me ask you. Did you have anything else that you would like to add in closing?
Looking forward to y'all next episode because I definitely enjoyed this one. I feel like you guys are a great cast, and I'm looking forward to embarking on you guys' journey.
I second that.
That part.
Don't forget to subscribe. Thumbs up this video. Hit the notification bell. Go over to Trial and Error and subscribe to that channel. Go over to Sincerely Me Bree and subscribe. It's been real, you guys. Until next time.
Stay tuned. Tap in for the next episode. And we out.